If you saw my last video where I went over some of the benefits of back button focus, you may remember this place. It's actually where I was last time, and I've been here quite a few times. And the main reason for coming back here today though is because the environment is slightly different. I'm expecting it to start raining any moment now. I'm actually hoping for rain, because rain can really add some drama and just excitement to your images. It's a really great place to come back to because I know this area. I know that there are birds still going through their kind of breeding cycle here, so they'll be in this area, they're feeding their young here. It's a great place for me to come back and just get some images, get more variety in my images. Especially on a day like this when it's raining as well. It can really add something extra to the images. So that's my main reason for coming out today. I want to capture the rain and really get those streaks of rain in my images with types of similar images that I have before, birds in this habitat, but I've never photographed them in the rain here before. Okay, I'm going to turn this off a bit. I'm going to photograph a bit, and hopefully we'll get some rain a little bit later, and should be able to create some really cool images today. Really not having much activity here. I am starting to walk around a little bit. I just had some warblers over in the shrubs back over there where I were first. Haven't had anything in this area for quite some time. And then there's this little island in the middle, out right next to the river, where I heard a yellowhammer earlier and I've had them now. But they've all kind of stopped singing now in the heavy rain. Now I just need to get lucky. Get something landing on a shrub. Not much to shoot right now. The one activity I see a lot of is spotted flycatcher. And over here, I had one landing on a trunk. It looked like, I don't know, it was just cut in half. It looked like lightning got it years ago or something. Standing on top and perfectly framed by the vegetation up above it. So I was a little bit too far away and I tried to get a photo. Worked a bit closer, lined up my composition. I'd really like to get that image. I must have stood there for about 40 minutes or something like that, just waiting. It just wouldn't come back. So I'm back over here now. And I'm gonna keep wandering around a bit, and then just kind of standing still, and hopefully I get something. This is a bit miserable, and there's just no birds about. They don't want to go out in this either. Hopefully though, they're gonna need some food at some point, and that's when I'm gonna get a photo. This has been a very tough day for photography. I've been out here now and it's been pouring down for a couple of hours, and everything just seems to disappear. Every time I'm on something, it just comes up for a second and then it dives back down. I've seen some amazing stuff. I had a peregrine flew over the field and landed in some trees over there. I got a photo as well, just like a landscape like kind of photo from far away. Then a stoat, this little mammal has a black tip on its tail. Just came out of the gorse when I was down on the other side here trying to photograph a white throat that jumped up in the gorse right in front of me, and I tried as slowly as I could to move my camera up and get a photo, but it was gone already. It's been really tough. I'm glad I came out. I really enjoyed it, and I've got some images, but a really good experience, and I feel like I'm kind of learning about how the birds and the wildlife behave in this kind of weather, and it is very different. I'm going to give it a little bit more time, by that I'm probably going to head home, because it's been a tough day. I've been out for, I don't know, maybe 4 hours or something like that, at least 2 of them spent in this kind of rain. And I'm pretty much soaked through, my gear is getting wet. I put on this cover, but it's still a bit wet, and I think the EM1 Mark II isn't as kind of well designed as the newer models when it comes to weather sealing and stuff like that, so I got to be a little bit careful as well. Anyways, I'm going to walk around a little bit more, try and get some more images. I really want to get this yellowhammer that's singing, but it's singing a lot from inside the tree, and it's sitting kind of under the leaves, and pretty much like we just kind of hunker down and get some protection from the rain, and that's what a lot of the birds are doing as well. But I'm going to give it a little bit more time because I do like the effect that this rain gives, the streaks that you can get in it, the drama that you can kind of add to an image because you're out shooting in the rain. So it's definitely worth coming out to try to photograph like this in the rain, because when you do get an image, it can be a really nice one. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't checked out my Patreon site, I do have extra content there. We'll go deeper into everything, camera settings and things like that, and also composition, everything that goes into the frame to actually make the photo, and then finally, and perhaps more importantly, more of the field skills, the learning about behavior, where to find wildlife and how to get close to it. So anyways, if you want to check it out, I'll put a link to it. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm going to go home soon and dry off. I'm so wet. Let's go home. See you next week.